Hey everybody, Dustin again with Chaos Fragrances. Today we're back with another fragrance review. So today I'm coming at you with a really cheap fragrance. In fact, this fragrance can be found for around $10 or $12 online if you include shipping. And that's also for a 75ml bottle, which is, a decent size. And this fragrance is called Avon Blue Escape for Him. So I've been having a few people request me do some videos on some more affordable fragrances and some cheaper fragrances. So I'm going to be trying to pick some of those up. I kind of want to do like a top 5 or top 10 cheap fragrances for spring, and then for summer, I'm just trying to get some of that content out there for those of you who are kind of after that. So I figured I would kind of start this out with a review on this scent. So like I said, around $10 to $12 online, eBay, and places like that, you can grab it, which is very cheap. Again, for a 75ml bottle, that's next to nothing. And to be completely honest with you, the scent is actually pretty nice, and I've talked about it once before on my channel, but I haven't reviewed it yet, so I figured now would be the time. So before we jump into this review, make sure you like this video, also subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. Let's get started. So for the note breakdown on this scent, it's pretty simple. You have aquatic notes, you have driftwood, you have some pepper and some musk. And to be honest, I pick up on just about everything except for the pepper. I don't really get too much of a pepperiness from this scent. It's mostly a woody, aquatic, and musky scent to my nose. The most prominent note being the aquatic note, gives it a nice cooling ocean breeze type of smell. There's driftwood, which gives it a musky type of smell. Driftwood is a note that's popular in Costa Azzurra by Tom Ford, which is a fragrance I'm a fan of. And that fragrance utilizes that note very well. And this fragrance uses that note as well. Like I said, it gives it kind of a musky, slightly woody scent. And then, of course, there's actual musk as well. So overall, the scent to my nose comes across just aquatic and musky. This scent does kind of have a little bit of like a suntan lotion vibe or a sunscreen smell. It just smells very, very summery. This doesn't necessarily smell masculine. This is marketed for men, but to be completely honest with you, I feel like both men and women can wear this scent because, like I said, it's very musky, and this is a type of musk where I think it can go both ways. If you're a guy or a girl, whoever, I think anyone can wear this. Like I said, the way this smells doesn't really come across masculine at all. It has this nice, light, watery quality to it, and then a little bit of a muskiness as well. It just smells kind of like being on the beach and having some sunscreen on and just enjoying your day out in the sun. The opening is a little bit harsh, which is to be expected. Again, we're talking about a $12 fragrance right here, so you're not going to be expecting really high quality like Xerjoff or Roja quality out of this. The opening is a little bit harsh. However, I would say after about a minute and a half of it being on your skin, it starts to settle down, it smooths out a little bit, and that's when I start to pick up on that watery, light quality that it has, and it starts to become really pleasant after that. This is definitely nothing groundbreaking, this is nothing overly unique or anything like that. It's a aquatic, musky, slightly woody scent, marketed for men. Like I said, I think it can go both ways, but there's nothing new there. It does have this sunscreen type of smell too, just the summery overall feel to it. So this is not like, some unique aquatic by any means. It is very generic, but that's what they were going for. I mean, it's a fragrance from Avon. Like I said, you're not expecting a whole lot out of it, but what you get here, again, for the price is something that's pretty solid and it smells really good. So before we talk about when you can wear this, I'm just going to jump in here and say, if you haven't checked out my decanting course yet, go ahead and do that now. Head on over to chaosfragrances.com or click the first link in the description. You can check it out there. Get in that course, I teach you everything you know on how you can build up a collection looking something like this without having to pay out of pocket. I built this up within a few months, following the techniques I teach in the course, so it's something that pretty much anyone can do. I also created a pro membership over on the website. I'll have a link to that as well. You can join that for only $2 a month. You'll get access to giveaways every month. You'll get 50% off the full guide to decanting, which is a great deal. And we get some other bonus content. You get a private community, a whole bunch of stuff. So again, if only $2 a month, definitely check that out as well. So when can you wear Avon Blue Escape? This is pretty much just a straight up casual scent for the summertime. I would say pretty much summer exclusively. You could wear it in the spring if you wanted to, just warm weather. But to me, this just smells summery. With spring fragrances, I'm generally looking for something a little bit green. Like I said, this is not green. This is just straight up aquatic, musky, a little bit woody. Definitely a summer scent through and through. So for casual events in the summer, this is going to work great. This could be a great dumb reach scent if you're going to the beach or doing something like that. If you're going on vacation and you don't want to bring any expensive bottles or decants with you, this is something you could just toss in your suitcase and not have to worry too much about it. Take it with you, spray it on, and it'll be great. So yeah, like I said, for just about anything in the summertime, this could be a great scent. Definitely nothing that's formal. Definitely nothing that really has like an overly sexy vibe to it. So not really like a good date scent or anything like that. Just something that's clean and fresh, smells casual, and that will be great for the summer daytime. So how does this perform? And this is actually pretty cool. This actually performs pretty solid on my skin. Longevity, I get about 7 hours, which again, we're talking about a $10 to $12 fragrance here. 7 hours longevity from a musky aquatic. That's really nice. Again, a lot of, lighter aquatic fragrances out there that cost, 10 times as much as this don't perform that well at all. So it's really nice to see that, this stuff is doing pretty solid. Projection, it does sit a little bit closer to the skin. If you go with a few extra sprays, you can get it to push out, but generally it does wear a little bit closer to your skin. Definitely not a big deal though. Like I just said, a few extra sprays will get it to push out. And again, talking about the price of this one, you don't have to worry about, spraying too much and wasting it. You can pretty much load down on the trigger and go crazy with this one. You don't have to worry about, burning a hole through your pocket. So performance is definitely respectable, especially for a scent of this type, an aquatic scent. And then not only that, but the fact that it is very, very cheap. That's definitely really respectable. That's definitely really solid. So is this going to be a compliment getter for you? This is going to do okay. Like I said earlier, it doesn't really have necessarily like the sexy type of smell to it. It's just a clean, aquatic type of scent, a little bit musky, a little bit woody. That's really about all there is to it. It doesn't have like a sexy edge to it to where it's going to garner a lot of compliments. With that being said though, it is going to get you, comments of people saying that you smell nice, you smell clean. So that does count as compliments, obviously. But in general, it's not going to be something where people are going to be, compelled to compliment you on and say that it smells really good. Because like I said, it just smells clean, smells fresh. And it's something that pretty much everyone has smelled in one way or another. Not exactly the same, but kind of in that similar genre. It's not going to necessarily reach out and grab anyone because it's unique, because it's not. Like I said, it is on the generic side, but that is to be expected. So overall compliments for this, it's going to do okay, I guess. If you're solely after compliments from a cheap fragrance, you're probably going to want to look elsewhere. Nautica Voyage, that's an extremely popular cheap fragrance, and that would do great with compliments, a lot better with this one. So if you're looking for compliments, you may want to go that route. But if you're just looking for a nice, easy to wear, clean, aquatic scent, you can't go wrong with this one. So we don't have to touch on price because I've already said it, around $10 to $12 online. If you do some looking around, you can easily find it for that price. Definitely a no-brainer at that point if you like scents similar to this and you're looking for something cheap, and that can be a dumb reach fragrance. Definitely check this one out. So guys, I think that's going to do it for this review. That is my review on Avon Blue Escape for him. Like I said, overall, this is a solid scent. There's nothing special about it. There's nothing groundbreaking about it. It's just a nice, clean, aquatic, marine, musky type of scent that just smells pleasant. Again, I do really like the driftwood note in this. I think they utilized it really well. That's a really fun note. It's a really good smelling note that I like, and I'm glad to see that they used it in this. Just gives a really nice overall musky, light, and airy quality that I really like in my summer scents. Like I said, that note is used in Costa Azzurra heavily, in the original Costa Azzurra, that is. And it smells great. I'm not saying this smells like that because it doesn't. They're completely different. But I'm just saying that Costa Azzurra utilizes that note. So if you've smelled Costa Azzurra, you'll kind of know what that driftwood note smells like. Like I said, it's used pretty prominently in this. Again, for the price, you can't go wrong with it. It is a little bit synthetic, especially in the opening. You want to give it some time to dry down. For that price, you can't complain. If you end up not liking it, then you're not out very much. So it is worth checking out, I think, if you're into scents similar to this. And like I said, guys, I'm going to be trying to pick up some more cheap fragrances for summer and do some videos on those, just because I know, like I said, been having a few people ask me about it and want to see that type of content. So I'm going to try to put it out there. Generally, my feeling and my opinion on cheaper fragrances, if you're going to pay around $20, that seems to be people's comfortable spot for cheap fragrances, around $20. If you're willing to pay $20 for a fragrance, you can pay an extra $20, bump that up to $40, and get something that's going to be way more high quality and just better overall. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm not bashing on cheap fragrances. I'm not bashing on people who buy them. I'm just saying, when it comes down to it, quality over quantity, I'd rather just save up my money, throw in an extra $20, and get something that is a little bit more expensive, a little bit more higher quality that you're going to enjoy more for a longer period of time. Chances are it's going to perform better, so you're going to have to go with less sprays, and therefore it's going to last you longer, and you're going to end up saving money in the long run. May not seem like it, at that time when you're buying it. That's just stuff you kind of got to think about when it comes down to it. Quality over quantity, like I said, there's nothing wrong with cheap fragrances like this, but just keep in mind that it does add up. If you buy a bunch of $10-15 fragrances, well, you could have saved all that and bought a couple higher quality fragrances that you're going to be more happy with overall. But with that out of the way, guys, let's go and wrap up this review. That's my review on Avon Blue Escape for him. Like I said, really solid release. Smells nice. Nothing groundbreaking, but for 10, 12, 13 bucks, whatever it's going to be out there floating around, that's pretty solid. So that's going to do it for this review, guys. If you've tried this fragrance, let me know what you think down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss when I post. And that's it for me, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.